Alright, here's our linked list again. 3, 7, 9 with head pointing to the start. This time, we want to insert the value 5 at the very end of this list, at the tail. But unlike insert at head, we don't have a direct pointer to the last node. So we need to walk through the entire list to find it. But first, what if the list is empty? If head is null, the new node just becomes the head. Simple. Back to our list. Step 1. Create a brand new node with value 5. Step 2. We create a pointer called cur and set it to head. Now we check. Node 3's next points to 7. Not null. So cur moves forward to 7. Node 7's next points to 9. Still not null. So cur advances to 9. Now we check node 9's next. It's null. We found the last node. We exit the loop. Step 3. We set cur dot next to the new node. This links 5 to the end of our chain. And we're done. We increment the size. The list is now 3, 7, 9, 5. Now why is this O of n? Because we had to walk through every single node to reach the tail. The longer the list, the more steps it takes. Compare that to insert at head, which was O of 1. With a tail pointer, we could make this O of 1 too. But that's a topic for another video. So remember, create the node. Walk to the end. Link it up. That's insert at tail. If this helped you understand linked lists better, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. More data structures coming soon.